Hi everyone, my name is Samantha and welcome to my YouTube channel, Sewing in Switzerland. So we've not done this one in a while, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to give you a list of new indie patterns that have just been released, and we're going to kind of review them and go through what is out there together. And you can all let me know your thoughts. I love doing these and I haven't done them in a while for some reason, so this is quite exciting. So the first one, I'm going to jump straight into it, is the Matchy Matchy Club, and they've released a pattern called the Storybook coat. Now I'm in love. Like, when I tell you, I audibly gasped when I saw this coat, right? I love it. I love it so much. Is shabby chic back? Right, I'm seeing it in all the shops. I'm seeing it everywhere. Like, this whole kind of resurgence of, I don't know, a bit of a mix. We're seeing kind of early 90s stuff, and we're also seeing the kind of period between like 2013 and 2016 when like Kath Kidston had all of us in a chokehold. She had me in a chokehold. Anyway, I was like heavy into the shabby chic. Right, everything was Kath Kidston in our house, to the point where we actually lived near one of their factories, and they had like a, if you can get to one, actually it's really good, or it was several years ago, and they had a factory store and everything was like 70 to 80% off, so it was like really affordable. So we were basically like the Kath Kidston catalogue. And they did seconds as well, so yeah, like they would have like the tiniest misprint and you could buy them up for like a couple of quid. It was a great time. It was a great time. Anyway, I love this coat. You know how I feel about collars, the bigger the better. And there's Peter Pan collar with this kind of deep pleat at the back, so you've got that kind of swing with the collar. Oh, love it. Love it. And I will say, actually, going back to the shabby chic thing, I'm sorry, I'm not over it. Fabric Godmother, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they have just released a new shirt, and I can see the image in my mind. I'll put the link in the description. But the fabric that they've sewn it with is very reminiscent of a Kath Kidston stuff. Maybe that's why it's on my brain. Very reminiscent of Kath Kidston, like 2013 to 2016 period. So yeah, is it back? I'm definitely seeing a lot of references. This isn't the only reference to this as well. So this coat is 15 francs, sizes XXS to 6XL. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's whimsical. It is deeply, deeply joyful. And I think in the current situation, what we need is joy. We need a self-expression in its, you know, most needed form. So I will definitely be making this. I think a colour blocked version would look really fun as well, like pastel colours maybe. I don't know, let me know what you think. So moving on, and this is where we get very heavily focused on one pattern company. So I Am Patterns have let's try that again. I had to record the beginning bit 3 times, by the way, because I just can't get my words out today. I'm getting over the flu. Me and my husband and Spud all had like raging colds last week. We were very poorly. So I Am Patterns have released their new collection called I Am Iconic, right? And one of the really great things that I do absolutely adore about I Am Patterns is that they will release their patterns in collection format. So you really get taken on this kind of visual storytelling journey. And it is just wonderful. Like the way that they showcase the patterns and the photography all being very, very similar is just gorgeous. I love it. So I also really love this collection. Like, deeply, deeply love it. And again, very reminiscent of that kind of 2013, 2016 style. By that I mean like a lot of dungarees, but we're also seeing a lot of what I think is early Laura Ashley influences as well. So again, that kind of resurgence of shabby chic maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. There's a lot of economic and political ties to kind of the shabby chic movement and how that kind of cycles back through. So maybe that's why we're seeing more of that at the moment. I don't know. It's worth looking into. I find it interesting anyway. So let's have a look, right? So I actually had a pair in, I want to say 2015. was before Topshop went under, right before they went under. They brought out these very, very dark denim fitted dungarees, right? And they were just gorgeous. And I wore them until they didn't fit anymore. I think I put on weight or something, and I wore them with a really big oversized t-shirt underneath, right? I absolutely adored them. And then what have we got here? Like straight out of my uniform for that period of time. So yeah, we've definitely cycled back around. So we'll have a closer look at the collection so you can see what I'm talking about. So I Am Diamond is the dungarees pattern. And when I tell you, it is the absolute spitting image of the Topshop pair that I had back in the day. Absolute spitting image. Now I've not made them, so I can't like actively recommend them because I don't know what we're working with here. I have made I Am patterns before, with mixed results. So I am going to make these and then I'll report back, right? So we have got some really gorgeous kind of technical detailing on this particular pattern, which is nice. So we've got a faux fly, all that kind of gorgeous contrasting top stitching. I don't know what's going on with it's the brace, I think. And all these side buttons. And my favourite bit about it is that we've got 4 different leg styles. And I think that's really cool. So you'll see with a lot of these I Am patterns in this collection is that they've really like leaned into the idea of variations on like one pattern. So they're actually really great value for money, like all of them are. And we've got, in this particular case, 4 different leg styles. So we've got straight, wide, cargo and shorts. I love them all. I'd make every single pair and wear them. So that's pretty cool, right? 4 different options for one pattern, and it's only €8, and sizes are 34 to 52. So I know that dungarees are pretty divisive in the community at the moment. Half of you are like, yeah, really into this, and the other half of you are like, no, not for me. So I'll be keen to know what you think of this collection. So moving on, right, and there is a definite theming with this collection, I will say. It's very, very heavy on the denim, and they're all kind of varying, you know, themes of the same look, I would say. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and if you want dungarees, then you buy the dungarees pattern. If in this case you want the dungarees dress, then you buy the dungarees dress pattern. But you can see where the bib version is quite similar. So this is I Am Crystal, and it's dungarees dress. And I'm just having to check my notes because I mentioned I had like the flu last week, and it's really messed with my memory. So I literally wrote this and now I can't remember a single word of it. So I have to keep looking down and checking my notes. So hopefully you can forgive me on this one. So yeah, I had terrible, terrible flu. And my poor husband had to look after both himself and his wife. And his bud, who also had a cold. And it does happen to fall in my luteal phase, right? My poor husband was like, Sam, right, what we need is like cruciferous vegetables, right? We need a leafy green in our life with some vitamins. I was like, look, sit down, have a Kit Kat, be quiet. He was like, please, we just need a soup. No, we don't. So unfortunately it did fall in my luteal phase. So now I'm like, okay, you know, maybe I would have cried less had I have known. So yeah, it didn't help with the flu situation, and a lot of Kit Kats were consumed. Does anybody else do that? Like literally all I want is sweet food during that particular cycle phase. So yeah, don't think I ate the best nutrition last week, and now I'm kind of feeling it and my brain is fried. So I Am Crystal, right, dungaree street dress, stay focused Samantha. So you've got that traditional kind of bib style dungarees that I was mentioning there, but it's kind of elongated, so it's much longer where it leans into that dress shape there. So I like it. You've got different skirt options. So you've got a short skirt option, a long skirt option, which again really reminds me of that kind of Laura Ashley moment, you know, back in the, I'll say late 80s, maybe early 90s, with the long kind of florally style. I'll try and find like a link to like some old Laura Ashley collections and then put it in the description so you can kind of have a look and see what you think. And then we've got, we've got this really fantastic option on this where it's got like a tulle overlay, and I think that is just the absolute coolest, right? So you could really do a lot with like self-expression with these patterns, I think. Now imagine, what I'm imagining it, right, is like a black version. I will say, actually, I've been messing around a lot in CAD programs and just like playing with some designs and like for a collection, not to sell, just to like make for the joy of making. And I've been mentioning a lot that I'm like in my perimenopause era, right? So there's a lot of like rage, right? A lot of rage. And I was doing this kind of feminine rage collection. I was just like playing around with drawings and just being a bit silly. And it's not something that I would like have ordinarily thought about sharing. But imagine this kind of, this dress with the tulle overlay as part of that collection, right? With in black, so you've got like a black tulle, a black bib, and then like oranges and red sequins all like stitched in from the bib right down into the tulle there, so that it had this kind of illusion of like that whole kind of burning witch, you know, flames, like imagery, right? I think that would just fit in absolutely perfectly. Like it's stunning, stunning. I might play around. I don't really show an awful lot of what it is that I'm making. Sometimes I'll make things just, you know, purely for the fun of it. Like that would be just to get some of like my inner feelings out onto an art form, I guess. And sometimes I obviously make things in that I wear. And sometimes, you know, like commissions and stuff, which don't really show. But I don't know if it's something that you would want to see. Like I could quite happily showcase what I've made every month or what I'm making. I've thought about doing it before, but I don't know if you'd rather just things that you can work on making yourselves. But obviously I use patterns and stuff, so maybe, I don't know. It's worth thinking about perhaps. So the next one in the collection that I'm actually going to gloss over because it's very, very similar is the Ruby, or I Am Ruby. And it's basically just a denim skirt. And we're seeing that in the dress and also the dungarees, you know, dress version that we've got there. So skirt version, sorry. So I'm just going to gloss over it. But they do have a really gorgeous like broderie anglaise version. So yeah, it's worth checking out the whole collection if it's something that you're really interested in. So the next one is actually really great value for money. So it's the I Am Pearl, and it's like a multifunctional shirt really that advertises 30, I can't see from that far away, 36 variations. I can't wear my glasses because the ring light makes me look like demonic with the little light circles. So I have to kind of go in a bit unable to see anything on my notes. So yeah. So yeah, the back of the shirt, come on Samantha. It's got different collars, different sleeves, different button options and lengths. And if you work in an office or just somewhere that requires you to wear, you know, shirts, for instance, then you could get into like a batch sew of these and just whip up several, and they'd all be kind of different enough that nobody would think, oh, that's the same shirt in a different fabric. Or would anybody think that anyway? I don't know. So they're actually really gorgeous, really great for that kind of workwear environment. So I thought I'd mention it if that is something that you are looking for. Again, 36 variations on a shirt for €8 is pretty great. Like I will say, I've not tested it on, because obviously it's only just come out, so I've not made any of these. I imagine if you have a fuller bust, you will need to do a full bust adjustment. I haven't seen any on a bigger person, or, you know, a person with bigger breasts, or equally a person that doesn't have any breasts either. So the only model that was wearing it was kind of very slim, very small breasted. So couldn't say either way how that would look. So I'll make one up and perhaps circle back to this and mention how I got on with the FBA on it. So the next one, I think this might be my favourite one in the collection, is I Am Gold, which is just a denim jacket, right? Just a really great denim jacket. So again, tons of different options that you can go for with this one. I am really impressed with the whole collection's versatility. Like, I could make one of each pattern and have a whole different wardrobe to somebody else who might be making one of each pattern, and they could look completely different, which I think is really cool, right? I love it when you can do that with a variety of patterns. So this jacket offers 18 variations, and my favourite is the classic shape, right? It's just really crisp. It's just a really good looking denim jacket, right? Big fan. I like it when they do something that is pretty like traditional in style or shape, but they just do it really, really well. And I think that this very crisp classic denim jacket is a real winner. And I will say, I do like the sleeveless one in like a stonewash denim version, and it is very, very punk, right? Now imagine that, like in my fictional Feminine Rage collection, right? I'd have like a motif on the back, we'd have loads of like safety pins, you could distress the denim, like custom buttons. I just think, oh yeah, it's really gorgeous. Actually, right, hear me out here. The sleeveless version, but make some sort of like pearl or like chain, or maybe even chain mail kind of version to cover like almost like a flutter sleeve. That would look very, very punk, right? That would look very good. So yeah, I will say I think there's a lot of self-expression that you can create with these patterns, and it's kind of really got my creative juices flowing. So hopefully you're thinking, yeah, actually, I'd really like this too. But I would always like to know what you think, whether you completely disagree with me and think that they look rubbish and you don't want to see them again. That's totally fine too, you know. All of your opinions, no matter whether they match mine or differ, are very, very valid, and I very much appreciate hearing them. So yeah, very iron patterns, heavy overall, but I think it was worth exploring them together. I really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed them, especially with the Storybook coat, Matchy Matchy Club. I think that they would actually go really well together. Like the little dungarees dress with that like lightweight jacket for spring would look really nice. And it's also worth mentioning, actually, I'm wondering if we're going to have a really heavy denim season. I wonder if a lot more pattern companies are going to come out with some denim styles like jeans or jackets, or, you know, dungarees or whatever, because Kylie and the Machine also have just brought out a collection of hardware. So to do all like the rivets and the buttons and everything, you know, that you would traditionally use when you're working with a heavy fabric like denim. So I wonder if there is kind of something in the waters here. So yeah. So if you're in the market for some new hardware tools, it might be worth checking out Kylie and the Machine. I actually only have Prim and Clover, not for any particular brand loyalty reason, just because they're all that I can get here. So maybe I'll look into the Kylie ones and see what's going on with that. So yeah, as always, I very much look forward to your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. And if you did enjoy the video in all its chaotic glory, do please think about liking and subscribing, because it would make me very happy. Thank you so much. See you all soon. Bye.